I would probably sooner get into astrology than getting into drafting other men my own age on my fake team. I did that when I was 11.
Yeah.
But now I'm 28. So
what was your team's name again?
The Towson Spiders. I had a real fantasy football team.
If I can't have the Towson Spiders in my league, I don't want to play.
What's the point? Honestly, what's the point, dude? What's the point? That's why I don't play Madden anymore, because I'm afraid that if I do, I'm going to wind up creating the Towson Spiders and be way more pathetic when I am a grown man and create myself as a player. But now that when you create yourself as a player when you're an adult, you're much more honest.
Yeah.
And if I was honest...
Well, they have like cameras now. They'll take a picture of you and be like, no, this is you. And you're like, that doesn't look like me. Can I change it? No, this is you.
No, you wanted you, right?
You wanted you. You can play you or any of the famous
Sure, you don't want to be
people,
Adrian fucking... I can't even think of a football player. Adrian Eichholz.
From the Towson Spiders.
Towson Spiders. You sure you don't want to be fucking Saquon Barkley because he's 99 speed? No. Oh, you want to be Jimmy Selesky? Okay, dude, you have 13 agility. No. You're not 6'3", 240. You are 6'1.5".
You're wearing a Peruvian shirt, and you have a hunchback now because of it.
Yeah, dude. Because when you're a kid, you can create these players and be like, ooh, when I'm older, like after puberty, bro, I'll probably be like at least 94 speed. Yeah. Like I'm probably going to be like 230, 6'4", and like I could probably compete. And now it's like I am that age, and I'm like, oh, damn. If I just put like me, 6'2", 200, like not an impressive, lowly percentage of body fat, and just like, I'm getting mopped up, dude.
Yeah.
I don't want to see myself in that game.
No.
So I'm not playing it because it's the only way I'm playing that game, dude. If I can create...
Well, if you make yourself and then make it like the best version of yourself, you're always just like forced to look at that and be like, damn, why don't I live up to that?
Even the best version of myself could not compete in the NFL. I'm convinced of that.
Dude, you with abs, though?
Dude, me with abs is getting fucking sacked, bro. Look, when I was younger... This is a real reality that I think everyone needs to accept, and they don't tell you this when you're younger, and they shouldn't. They shouldn't tell you. This is something you should figure out as you get older, because
ease into it.
It's useless information when you're a kid, and it's actually detrimental to your development to know this as a kid. But what you will realize when you're adult. So, if you're a kid, take this with a grain of salt. If I practiced every day for the rest of my life at basketball, I would never be as good as Michael Jordan. And this is something that, again, people say hard work, blah, blah, blah. Hard work is true. But also,
I don't know. You never know because you haven't done it.
Life is about finding what is your best foot forward. What is the thing you do best, and then work at that. Because talent does play a role. And I learned that big time in sports when I was a kid. I learned that, there was this guy, he's going to the Olympics now for wrestling, Pat Downey.
Michael Phelps.
Oh, by the way.
Michael Phelps. Are you talking about Michael Phelps?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Switched over.
Oh,
double checking.
Okay, cool. Because I wouldn't shut the fuck up. It was like, wait, Jimmy's still rambling about Pat Downey when you're Michael Phelps, dude. Shut up.
Hey, grew up down the street from me and went to our high school.
Yeah, dude. And he's also, there's a park called Olympian Park right at the Towson Circle, which I always knew was called Olympian Park, but I didn't know they have all the Olympians from Towson, like with little obelisks there. And Michael Phelps is there. And on his plaque, it says most decorated Olympian of all time. And I was like, that's pretty badass that he's from our hometown. It's pretty cool. But Pat Downey is from Baltimore. I don't know what part of Baltimore. I think like Overly area maybe. But he's going to the Olympics for wrestling this year. And I believe it's, Beijing?
No, Japan, I
Japan,
think.
Okay. He was a standout wrestler in high school. I mean, like, he was a 3-time state champion. I think he came third his freshman year and then won states his sophomore through senior year. He had some troubles in college. He got kicked out of a couple schools. And I don't think he ever wound up competing in the NCAA like national tournament like once. I don't think he fared that great. He might have been an All-American, but he didn't win it. And so he basically didn't really have a college career to speak of outside of like junior college and stuff. So he kind of just went straight to
the Olympics.
like the professional level, the international level. And so he basically, the way you get on the Olympic team is you have to be the best wrestler in your country at your weight class. So he essentially is the national champion as weight class because he's going to the Olympics for that weight. That's a guy that you would watch in high school, and there's standout athletes like that. Look, hard work and talent work in tandem with each other. If you take a talented guy if you take one guy, person A, who is twice as talented as person B, if person B works twice as hard as person A, they'll meet in the middle. So you can beat a guy who's more talented than you if you work harder. But if person A, who's twice as talented as you, also works just as hard as you, he's beating you.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Because he's got a head start. And so when you look at the greatest in the world, the people who are the greatest in the world at something are people who are born with a God-given talent or proclivity, predisposition to something, and then work as hard as someone who doesn't have that. That's how you get the Michael Jordans and the Pat Downeys and the Michael Phelpses and things like that. So when I say that hard work can only get you so far, what I mean is if you truly want to make it to the NBA and you're not a particularly talented basketball player, I believe that if you worked hard enough, any able-bodied person could make it to the NBA, but I don't believe any able-bodied person could be the next LeBron James or the next Michael Jordan, because that is an example of somebody who had all the talent in the world and also works their asses off. You know what I mean?
I get that.
So when I say that I don't think the best version of myself would be able to compete in the NFL, maybe that's not entirely true. Maybe if I worked day in, day out and dedicated my life to going to the NFL, I might have barely made it. But I do not think I would have been a Ray Lewis or a Tom Brady or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
And the reason I say that is because...
Yeah, you were never that good.
Yeah.
But,
Dude, I sucked at football. Dude, I played 6 years of rec football and was the fourth string fullback on JV in high school.
Dude, I remember when Mehedi wanted to quit football. I remember it was like senior year, and he was just like, damn, dude, like I spent so much time doing all this shit, but now I'm like, I mean, I can either just play out the rest of this year and not do it ever again, or just stop now, and it's the same shit.
Yeah. Well, there's just a certain point, like, if you're going to give up, look, life is about, it's like a game of poker, dude. It's like a game of poker. Like I said at the beginning of this little ramble, it's about finding what is it that you do best. What is your best foot forward? What do you love doing and what are you good at? And when you find what you're good at, the thing that you're most talented at, you work at that. You work at that. And it doesn't hurt to work at a bunch of other things when you're developing and younger. Like, you know, I personally believe that all kids should have at some point in their lives played sports because it gives you an example of working and competing and learning how to lose and all these things I talked about before. But at a certain point, you have to realize that, you know, you have to be realistic about your limitations. You have to be realistic about your limitations and not go all in on a hand that you can't win with. You don't go all in with a pair of twos. You just don't. All right? So you fold that hand and you wait till you get a better hand, something that you can work with, and then you go all in on that. Because in my opinion, if you don't go all in on something in life, then what the fuck are you doing? You need to go all in on something. You only got one life, dude. So go all in on something. But if you're going to go all in on something, make it your best hand, your best foot forward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm not playing Madden, dude. Kids, you can tune back in now. You can tune back in now, kids. We were just talking about how hard work
Any
pays
Madden
off.
fans,
Yeah.
come back in.
Hard work pays off and blah, 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 fucking blah. It's just the reality of life, dude. It's not a bad thing either. It's not a bad thing, dude.
No.
It's just true, dude. And everybody has something they're good at, probably. Mm-hmm. It's like... I don't even know if I can philosophically handle this next question, but is it true that not that all men are created equal in that they all deserve the same rights, but is it a valid statement to say that all people have the same capacity?
I don't know, because a lot of people are just dealt a bad hand.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely luck that comes into it, for sure.
Yeah. It's just a weird, sketchy area to get into. But if you're being really honest, there's people that are smarter than us. They're just smarter than us. And if you take a fucking genius, and most of them talk weird. I think you and I are like at the level of smartness that I would ever want to be.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if we were any smarter,
it would suck.
It would suck.
Yeah, because you just know the inevitable.
Yeah. You give, Elon Musk, for instance. Elon Musk, going on a limb here, smarter than us. But he talks weird, dude. He doesn't have he's cool. He's cool. He's fun to listen to and talk about his fucking
he's
crazy
also
idea.
from South Africa. So
yeah,
he's going to have an accent.
Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. I've met South Africans that can fucking riff, dude, and he's not one of them, all right? There's a lot of South Africans that can fucking talk up a storm, and he is not one of them. But, you get to a certain level of genius where, you're not even able to, communicate to an average person.
Yeah.
Their cadence is weird. He has this weird kind of cadence where he talks
yeah, there's almost like a language barrier, even though you're speaking the same shit.
It's like borderline autistic. I mean, not he's saying he's autistic, but it's kind of like where you get into that realm where it's you get so advanced at one thing that everything else kind of suffers. You know what I mean?
For sure.
It's
like the reverse of losing your sight, and then your nose gets better and your hearing gets better.
Yeah, the reverse.
Yeah.
You get such good sight that you can't fucking smell anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
What the hell, dude? I can see everything. I can see this smell.
But at what cost?
I can see that this stinks, but I can't smell it. Right after you left last week, I popped on a video of the title was "High School Student Explains the Fourth Dimension," and the video was from 2010. So I was like, "Oh, this kid's our age," because we were in high school.
Yeah.
But it looked like he was a freshman or sophomore. So he was a young high schooler. So it's probably a 14, 15-year-old kid, basically walking you through the fourth dimension. Now, if you would have asked me at 14 years old to explain to you,
what?
The fourth dimension, I'd be like, dude, I don't even know. I barely even totally caught up with the third dimension right now.
They
dude.
haven't made video games in that yet. I'm not sure.
Yeah, dude. I don't fucking know what the fourth dimension is. I could have probably told you it was time. Could have been like, oh, the fourth dimension is time. I don't know why. I don't know how that makes any sense.
It's a lucky guess.
Lucky guess. I've heard it said before. I couldn't explain to you why or space-time or any of the Einstein quantum shit. But this kid could. But also, this kid talked like Elon Musk. He had that weird smart guy cadence. That weird
I'm just imagining Paul Weisco.
Yes.
He was super smart, but he just I don't know either. But
let's, for the sake of the podcast and for the sake of me being off camera,
dude. He had a laptop, and I assumed that meant he was smart.
I'm waiting for your camera to switch back. Say something real quick. Say something.
Check. 1, 2. Ooh, ee-ah. It's a little slow on the switch.
Anyway, the point is when you get to a certain
switches back to you pretty quick, huh? Switch. That's what I noticed. Actually, it switched back to me pretty quickly there.
You got to talk with some fucking umph, dude.
I guess, dude, but I don't know. I'm just with my boy.
Look at the
I'm
way I
fucking
talk,
chilling.
See how I fucking eat the mic every time I fucking
You're
talk?
pushing it away from you.
Even the mic's trying to get away.
It. That's the auto level that we have on the mixer.
Yeah,
it moves the mic away.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Shut up. So that's an example of a kid who has that smart guy cadence, that kind of monotone, zero rhythm kind of talking.
Yeah.
And that's when I talk to somebody, I'm like, wow, this guy's smart. But too smart, dude.
Yeah.
Too
when
smart.
it sounds like they're just reading off a list of facts.
Yeah.
But there's no paper in front of them.
Yeah. It's like, dude, are you reading right now? What are you reading? You can read?
Yeah.
That's smart, dude.
Wow.
Wow, dude. You can read from nothing? That's incredible. So, I would say that, functional intelligence is about, look, what is the IQ? 140 is genius?
Sure.
100 is average?
I'd say so.
dude, if I could sit around like one, I don't know what the fuck I am. I've never taken a real IQ test, but if I found out that I was somewhere around like, definitely, I would hope I'm above 100, dude. I would
Yeah.
hope I'm above 100.
Yeah. That'd be optimal.
But like, I don't need to be 143, dude.
Nah, just give me anything above 100.
Yeah.
Anything above 100.
120s, dude. Like if I was like
I don't even
128,
care
that'd
if
be
I'm
sick.
there. I'm saying like 106. I'm fine with that.
106 is cool.
I'm fine
Yeah,
with
dude,
that.
you're smarter than the average guy.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Average guy comes up talking to you. He's like, dude, you talk weird. It's like, no, I'm just 6 points smarter than you, idiot. You average idiot.
The average Joe.
Average Joe. So like, but I guess the whole point of what I'm getting at, besides just making fun of smart people, because that's what it sounds like is what I was getting at, it's not the point of this conversation. The point of this conversation is that, look, I can research physics and I can learn about stuff.
Yeah.
And I can
Give
understand
me
it.
12 years.
Yeah.
That's what you had, dude.
Yeah, give me fucking 12 years of just reading shit, watching YouTube videos, and honestly, with the available information that we have
give
today
me
on
6,
YouTube,
dude.
give me 6, dude. I'm
I'll
watching
do it in
videos.
half.
I can watch a video in 40 minutes that
I
is
can
like
put on
an entire
double
book.
speed on the video.
Yeah,
Be done in no time.
and I can hear it in double speed because I'm smart, dude.
Smart.
Smart, baby.
What is this, Mix 1065 or my IQ?
That would be sick, dude. Turns out I'm Z1043. Dude. I'm dumber than I'm 93.1, dude. Fuck.
88.1, dude. I'm down bad.
I'm down bad, dog. I'm in the fucking AM stations, dude. Damn, son.